Hi, welcome to Tea Week, and this week we talk about togetherness in a whole new way, because I've decided to take on the 8 dimensions of a most life, and this is the 4th week of the D's. So I'm tackling differentiation, because differentiation is how we don't have togetherness, and so let's talk a little bit about that. And I'll share a story with you. I'm Mo Fall, author and creator of the Most Life System, and I've got to tell you something. I somewhat have a problem with differentiating sometimes, and I push people away. Why does that happen? Because we all have a primitive brain that's set up to protect us from foes and from lions and tigers and bears. And in today's society, not too often do we have those type of attacks on us. But you know what? There's still a primitive brain in there, the amygdala, that reacts to things that are not like us, that reacts to things that are not in our world view of our expectations, not in our paradigm. Or it reacts to things that may have hurt us in the past. So things that we say, nope, that's not me, that's not how my world works, and that thing hurt me in the past. We differentiate very strongly on those 3 items. Our amygdala is trying to save us from danger. So when we differentiate and allow the primitive brain to run us and to rule our world, we push away all of those things in those categories. Not like me, not like my worldview, and hurt me in the past, or think it can hurt me. And you know, sometimes we make quick snap judgments because of all of that. And I'll tell you a story about myself. Tattoos. When I was young, if you had a tattoo, it meant you were on the wrong side of the tracks. And then when my stepkids started wanting to have tattoos, and then all their friends began to have tattoos, I was reacting. Not like me, not in my worldview, and that was something that was a bad person who had a tattoo. So you can imagine the challenge of parenting kids who wanted tattoos. Well, it took me a while to get over myself, but after I did, I decided to ask myself a few questions to understand, what can I learn from this? What type of openness could I get out of this? And how can I connect on this in a way that would be fun for me? I know those are weird questions to ask when you're facing, you want a tattoo? So, instead of staying in that state, which I probably did for a little bit too long, according to my stepkids anyway, I'm sure, I decided to learn and be intrigued. So curiosity is really the cure for differentiation. So we can be curious about people who are different than us. We can be curious about things that don't fit into our worldview. Rather than push away and create a disconnectedness, we can bring it in for togetherness. So what can we learn? And I learned that tattoos are a great way of self-expression. They are a great way of learning about someone. And I've actually asked people about their tattoos who are complete strangers, because now I find it as a way to connect with people. Hey, that's an interesting tattoo. And immediately they'll launch into a story about themselves, because it's a self-expression and it's something that people are proud of, and they want to share who they are by their tattoos. This took me a while to learn. But you know, I did learn it, and it really does create some connectedness now for me with people I would have never connected with. I would have shut down my world and shrunk my world because I was differentiating and allowing my primitive brain to rule me. Don't do that. Let's take this week and reflect on what are some things that we might be differentiating and pushing away, and therefore creating a much smaller world that we could actually turn around and be curious about and ask ourselves, what can I learn? How can I connect with this, and how can I have fun with this? Ask yourself those 3 questions so that you can get togetherness as a higher level in your life. This is Mo Fall with Most Life. Come join me on my Most Life to learn all the things I have going on there. Let's get some togetherness this week. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time for the next D.